I talk a lot about joy, as you may have noticed, but the reason I relish it the way I do is because I've experienced the contrast. I spent years in dark, heavy energy. Having done so, I'd ask, what if the way out is through doing what you love, through play, even? Hi, I'm Abby, and I'm happy you're here. When I was young, in my teens and into my mid-20s, I was completely unmoored, reckless, and self-destructive. Why, you might wonder? Well, I was navigating a social minefield with no support. I came out in 1978 at a time when most families disowned their gay and lesbian children. Even before that, in the 60s, I felt like a boy born into the wrong body. But back then, no one talked about things like that. I was on my own, praying every night for God to fix his obvious mistake, checking every morning to see if he had. Add in the childhood bullying, and it was overwhelming. I didn't have the tools to navigate it alone. And with little acceptance around me, I turned those feelings of isolation and rejection inward. It took some time, but I climbed out of that black hole of shame, self-loathing, and despair. As it turns out, one wave at a time. When I started writing waves, I didn't know the joy it would bring me. I didn't know that I would prove to myself time and again that I desperately wanted to live. Every time I was held underwater and fought to get to the surface to take a breath, that's what I was doing, proving to myself over and over, I want to live. It took me years to embrace joy. In the early days, it was all about intensity and riding the biggest waves or even just paddling out in the wildest conditions. It was all about the exhilaration. Little by little, though, I realized I was becoming more joyful, and I loved it. I softened. I opened my heart. But the heart opening didn't just happen once and stay that way. I had spent too many years with my heart closed to open it and keep it open. It's a practice. It's a daily choice. That's why I love the heart-focused meditation. It can be just a few minutes with my eyes closed, my attention on my heart center, and feeling joy or gratitude deeply. It's the sweetest feeling. I've mentioned I often focus on the dolphins I see when I'm in the surf because when I do, I feel incredible gratitude that I'm alive, and I feel almost overwhelming love for this beautiful, amazing planet. And that's why I love riding waves. The way out of pain was, for me, through play. Getting me in touch with my soul self, my playful, joyful self. In a plant medicine ceremony I did just a few years back, I saw that I signed on for the heavy stuff. Something my mother, a big fan of Jane Roberts and the Seth books, was telling me in the 70s. All of the challenges helped me develop deep compassion and set the stage for me to truly savor love, beauty, light, and joy. But yes, I know what it's like to be in a dark place, a place where maybe the word joy is even distasteful. But it's because I've been there that I can tell you unequivocally, you can climb out. And the way out is by doing things that light you up. That's it for now. Just wanted to drop in and share why joy is so important to me, and to remind you that if you're struggling right now in these uncertain times, you can find hope. You can find more balance. Do what lights you up. Get in touch with your child self, your soul self. Even if it's for only a few minutes a day, it will raise your frequency and give you the strength to navigate what lies ahead of you. Until next time, wishing you waves of joy.